In Revelation, one finds a series of judgments that will occur before the end of time. It is divided into 7 seals, 7 trumpets, and 7 bowls. In addition, the end of the world is associated with the coming of the Antichrist, who will show the world unprecedented miracles, and then there will be pitch-black darkness. In general, with the great end associated with many characters. Among them can be found Abaddon, the horsemen of the apocalypse, many angels, and, of course, the Antichrist and his prophet. He is the one with 7 horns and 7 heads. This is the worthy one who shed his blood for the good of mankind. God will give to the Lamb the book. It will be sealed, and the Lamb will break seal after seal, thereby plunging mankind into misery and bringing them closer to the end of the world. When the first 4 seals are opened, the horsemen of the apocalypse will appear. A rider on a white horse. In his hands he holds a bow and a wreath. This rider has an ambiguous image. Some see him as bearing the word of God, while others call him a messenger of discord. The rider on a fiery horse. He appears with a sword in his hand. This rider brings great trials to people. He is the personification of cruelty, bloodthirstiness. He is the destroyer, ruthless and merciless. This rider will test the faith of mankind, and then he will testify against mankind at the last judgment. A rider on a raven horse. With scales in his hands, this rider will appear. He is the personification of a great famine. At a time when there will be great wealth in the world, important things will be lacking. Whether it is food or perhaps there will be a lack of spirituality in the world is unknown. A rider on a pale horse. This rider carries death. He is the ruler of part of the earth, and behind his back you can see the underworld. This rider symbolizes disasters, famine, bloodshed. Then the last 3 seals will be opened. Those who have died for their faith will be given white robes, and they will await the hour when the living will be punished for great injustice. Great cataclysms will fall upon the earth. Earthquakes will start here and there. The moon will become red and the sun will become black. We are talking about eclipse. Meteor showers will begin. After the last seal is opened, an angel will appear. He will have a vessel filled with fire in his hands. This fire, the angel will rain down on the earth. After that, the 7 angels will begin to trumpet. Fiery hailstones, burning forests will rain down upon the earth. A huge burning object will crash into the depths of the sea. All the inhabitants of the seas will perish. The river waters will be corrupted by the collapsing star. This will cause drinking water problems. A third of the stars, the sun and the moon, will go into eclipse. After the 5th angel has sounded, a huge object will crash to earth. It will create a large hole with smoke billowing out of it. Soon swarms of locusts will emerge. These creatures will look like humans. They will have human faces and crowns on their heads. These creatures will have wings, tails like scorpions. Swarms will fly across the land, stinging people. Those who fall into the clutches of these creatures will be tormented. Only those with the divine markings will be saved. The legions will be ruled by Abaddon. He is the angel of slavery, ruler of entire legions. He was originally the name of one of the territories of hell. He's closely associated with death. His name means completion. Abaddon is often referred to as the prince of the underworld. Abaddon is often counted among the fallen angels. In fact, he is not a fallen angel. It is just that the functions this angel performs can be frightening. The angel carries out the will of God. At a certain point, with his legions, he will bring down the whole of God's card on the human race, and it will be frightening. Abaddon has no close connection to good or evil. He has no empathy in him. He is ruthless. But at the same time, there is no cruelty in him either. It is uncharacteristic for this angel to feel hatred. He simply performs certain functions. When the 6th angel trumpets, the imprisoned angels will be released. There are 4 of them. According to myth, they all languished in the depths of water. Once free, the angels will unleash their legions upon mankind. The 7th angel, he will descend to earth. He will stand on dry land with 1 foot, and stand on water with the other. He will have fiery feet and a sunny face. In his hands the angel will hold a book. After speaking, he will announce the end of time. After that, the last trumpet will be heard blowing. 7 angels will bring bowls and rain down upon the earth. Disease will sweep the world. Terrible sores will appear on people's bodies. Life in the sea will be completely destroyed. And the rivers will turn a bloody color. The sun's rays will burn. So, it will be dangerous to be under them. The Euphrates will be drained. Severe cataclysms, large hail and earthquakes will fall on the earth. Revelation describes 2 beasts. One of them is called the Antichrist, and the second is called his prophet. However, in the Holy Book itself, nothing is said about the Antichrist and the prophet. The Antichrist and his entourage will come at the end of time, and he is one of the heralds of that end. Let's start with the Antichrist. This word is not even used in Revelation. It's about the beast, who will reveal himself to the world. He will have 7 heads with 10 horns and diadems. One of his heads will be seriously wounded, but the beast will survive and be healed. The theologian described him as looking like a leopard. His feet will be like those of a bear, his jaws like those of a lion. This beast will be empowered by the devil himself. In Revelation, there's a second beast. He will have 2 horns. He will come out of the earth. He's going to get a lot of power from the first beast, and he will act in his name. The job of the second beast is to expand his influence, to bring into his ranks all people. It will be the prophet who will invent the inscription on people's right hands. The end of the world, a phenomenon that many are waiting for. A lot of soothsayers point to some dates now and then. Apocalypse in the literal sense probably will never come. But for each individual, in a certain period comes the end, and it ceases to exist within our material world. Big changes on earth do not become the end of the world for all people. Mankind continues to exist no matter what.